Hey there, it's More Engadget. I'm here today with Pebble, the smartwatch that was available as a Kickstarter project and is now finally shipping. And so I have a black Pebble here. I'll walk you around the device. We have an e-paper display, and it's not backlit right now, but it is very bright because it's reflecting the ambient light in the room. I'll walk you around the device. We have a home button right up there in the top. Then you'll see these two leads here. This is for charging the device. And I'll grab the proprietary USB cable, which you actually plug in like so. And then when you have the other end of the cable plugged into a power source, it will charge the Pebble. And so this is actually the only other accessory that ships in the box, this proprietary power charger or power cable. It's magnetic, so there's two small magnets right there, the top and the bottom, connected like so. And then I'll go over to the right side of the device where we have a up toggle, down toggle, and then a select button as well. Over on the back it's just a smooth back. You see branding is Kickstarter edition because this is one that I did purchase on Kickstarter. And most of the interaction with the device requires a smartphone connection. And so really when you open it up and take it out of the box, you have to pair it with a smartphone, even in order to display the time. Once you do that, you don't have to keep it synced with your smartphone, although to get any other functionality beyond the time itself, you do need to have that smartphone connection. So I'll demonstrate the backlight right here. There. So as you can see, the backlight does come on for about 4 seconds or so. It is bright enough definitely to see the device in a dark room, although it does a very good job of reflecting light either in direct sunlight in an office setting like we are currently, at home, even if you're in a very dim light situation, you will be able to reflect some light. So I'll walk you through the interface here. It's not a touch panel, which is good because it can be a bit of a fingerprint magnet. We have this home button here, which brings us to the home settings menu. There's a few different watch faces to choose from that are preloaded to the device, including the text watch, which you just saw, fuzzy time, classic analog, and then you can push other watch faces to the device using your smartphone, including big time, which I've actually pushed twice, which is why it's showing up twice here, and then brains watch, just two of the examples. There's also one called tic-tac-toe, which replicates a tic-tac-toe board, but is used to tell the time. You can set an alarm, you can control the music on your smartphone, your connected iOS or Android device, as I will show you right here. So we have a Samsung Galaxy Note 2 right there in the background. It is paired over Bluetooth, and then I can control music on the device itself and see the title as well. And that happens to be the only song that I have on the smartphone in the native app. You can't currently control Spotify, for example. So third-party apps, although it would be great if you can go back and forward through the song list or hit pause and play in those apps using the Pebble, can't do that currently, unfortunately. I don't have any other tracks, but you would be able to skip forward and back using the native music app. You can set the alarm here. I'll show you what that looks like. So you set the hour, then the date and time. Settings are pretty limited. We have Bluetooth, and then you can turn on Bluetooth here, turn on Discovery. You can set the date and time. You can adjust the time, or the display rather, including the backlight delay. You can shut it down, and then you can do a factory reset. Everything else you need to control on the smartphone itself. And so there are apps available for iOS and Android currently. And once you've launched the app, you'll pair with your Pebble, as you can see we've done right here. You have a few different options within the app. You can send sample notifications, which I'll do just so you can get a feeling for how those notifications will pop up on the watch. This is if we send an email, so it vibrates when you receive a notification. You can then scroll through any of the messages by using the top and bottom buttons, although you cannot scroll through multiple emails. So say you get 5 emails at once, you'll only see the most recent email here. Same with SMS messages. And then this is what happens when you get a phone call. So the only option with a phone call is to hit this X here, which will send away the notification. It will not send your caller to voicemail though. So if you do want to send your caller to voicemail, you have to go over to the smartphone and decline the call there. The email, for example, and SMS work the same way. If you view an email or a text message here, it's not going to mark it as read on your device. So you'll still need to pull out your smartphone in order to read the complete message and to mark it as read. So we have a few different watch apps, they're calling them, but right now all we have are clocks, so watch faces, for example. So these are in the app. You can select from Brains, which I already have moved over, Segment 6, Just a Bit, Big Time, and then that Tick-Tock-Toe, which is a play on time. And then the other settings options that we have here, if you have to go back, rather, back to the home screen, and if you right-click and hit Settings, this is where you can select all of your different push notifications, including SMS messages, incoming calls that we have, calendar reminders, email, Facebook, Google Talk, all done here, and Google Voice. I have Google Talk and Google Voice installed on the smartphone, and that's why I'm able to push them to the Pebble. So in the future, you'll be able to do the same with other apps, but right now this is what's currently available. So you can check each individually and send them to the Pebble. So as soon as you get an email, it'll pop up like we saw with the samples just a moment ago. So this is a new email, this is a new text, and this is a phone call. And so it'll vibrate if you get a phone call a few times, letting you know that you really need to give it some attention. And it's displaying right now as if we picked up the phone call. It will get a readout with the call duration right there on the top, so you don't have to look at your device while you're still on the phone. So that has been a quick look at Pebble. The device is available now. It's shipping to backers, Kickstarter backers currently. Then it'll begin shipping to pre-order customers who ordered directly through Pebble. And then following that, it'll be available for $150 directly from Pebble.